Today we're at North Wales Golf Club in Llandudno, North Wales. It's a par 71 links course, one of the most popular courses in the area. It's a really fun layout, weaving through the sand dunes. With all the dry weather we've had this year, links courses, they can handle the lack of rain better than the parkland courses. And recently I've been going through a really bad golf slump, just playing awful every single time, but the aim of the round is still to get to 14 over or better like usual. After a safe opening tee shot, hitting the 7-iron for the second time on this hole, and this time it's a really bad one. Hit heavy and just lost loads of distance off to the right. And it looks like it's going to be a tough day on the course. How did they miss that short putt there? Everything that could have gone wrong on that hole did go wrong. Yeah, triple to the start. Shall I just go home? Yeah, I've just been going through a really bad golf slump scoring wise recently, and it's like the harder I try, the worse it seems to get. And yeah, this was the worst start I've had in a couple of years, starting with a triple. Still hitting driver on the next shot. Just going to stay patient and play my normal game, and thumbs up, we're on the fairway, but we can't see the green, we're blocked out by the big mound. Going with the green with the 8-iron, as it was a back pin. This one misses the green, long right, but we're still in a good spot. A delicate greenside chip is stuffed. Yeah, I just seem to be hitting loads and loads of bad shots all the time. The 15-footer from the fringe stops close. At least that one's in makeable range for me. Motocaddy bogey with no drama on the second hole and move on. Hole 3 plays from an elevated tee. I'm not hitting driver as it might go too far. There's a water hazard running across, and we hit basically a perfect shot there with a 22-degree hybrid. And with a 9-iron in prime position, we scull one straight into the greenside bunker. What is going on today? We splash one out with a 56-degree sand wedge. Out in one is always good for me, and we have a putt for par from 25 foot away. Slides by, that was an uphill putt, that one. And thankfully the 3-footer drops. I'm carding in the bogey and move on. So the score so far is 5 over after 3 holes. Not the start we wanted. Looking to play around 14 over or better in this round, and yeah, a triple on the first. What is going on? It's the worst start of the year so far. I just got to keep going, keep grinding, hit some percentage shots, and yeah, see what happens. On to hole 4, which is the longest of the par 3s, hitting the 26-degree hybrid. Still just trying to hit the shots normally, not hitting like an 8-iron, laying up on this one. And we missed the green, long left, but a decent shot that one. The greenside chip nearly drops. I thought that was in. We needed a birdie on that one. And the uphill putt from 4 foot away is an atrocious effort, and the bad shots are just piling up one after another now. I can't play golf today. I don't know what's going on. That was like one of the most least convincing putts I've hit all year. Anyway, this is a bogey. It wasn't a double. And now on to the first of the par 5s. It's a Great Orme in the background. Lovely view from this tee box. Plays from an elevated tee. Stroking next 2 is the hardest hole in the front 9, and we get a club twirl finally. We split the fairway. Yeah, the round has finally begun. Took me 4 holes to warm up. It's 251, never getting there in a million years. Just a smooth 26-degree hybrid up the middle. Yeah, this hole is interesting as you're playing down onto the fairway and then you're playing back up to the green. Second shot thumbs up, goes okay, and now we're in the mayor's office. Just a 54-degree sand wedge, looking to get this one close. And this wedge was hit right on line. When we got up there, he's in a good position, just 12 foot away. That's acceptable. I think a pro would take 12 foot away from around 80 yards. So it's our first birdie chance of the day so far. Let's see if we can make this one. And it just rolls off at the end. I thought I was in all the way, but it just needed a bit of extra power. Nevertheless, it's a green and regulation par, solid golf. Oh man, that was in all the way. It was in all the way, and then just broke off at the end. Not enough pace, but yeah, I needed that par. And finally, the downward spiral is over. We steadied the ship, and it shows you just keep things simple, try and stay patient, and good things will happen. Hole 6 is an interesting par 4. It plays all downhill from an elevated tee, and we hit a really poor tee shot. It's gone miles right in the rough for the first time. Yeah, it's time for a hat change. The sun's come out and it's getting really hot. I like this ping hat, but it's not good with the heat. There's sweat all over it already. The rough's not too bad today. Quite kind of playable. So it's downhill. I'm just going to hit a full 6 iron. I think the hybrid 26 degree is going to go too far. Yeah, with all this dry weather this summer, the grass is just hardly growing. On everyone's lawns it's hardly growing, so yeah, thankfully the rough is down there. I know we missed the green short right, but we're in a decent spot. I do know this course quite well. I've played here half a dozen times now. The greenside pitch with a 54-degree sand wedge is acceptable, leaving us with a 10-footer to save par. The thumbs up, the putt drops, thankfully, make a nice up and down, 2 pars in a row, solid golf. Yeah, really happy with that. I finally started playing golf. Strolling to the 7th tee box. One of the features of links golf courses is there's no shade, and look at this part here, there's just no shade anywhere. Hole 7 is a straightforward par 5, plays slightly uphill from the tee shot, and we hit another poor one out to the right. It's just crept into the heavy rough, so I can't get like a fairway wood on it or something. Going with the 8 iron for the second shot, and then the grass just ripped the hosel there. Should have gone with the sand wedge or the pitching wedge on that one. That's not good. Thankfully we're still in play on the left, and we're going at the green with the 6 iron now, to the right side of the green. And because we're in the rough, it's going to come out with no spin and go further, and this was actually quite a decent shot. When we got up to the green, we're in a good position, but we missed the green in regulation by a hair's breadth. It's like an optical illusion, that one. Yeah, this is 52 foot uphill right to left. I think it's right to left. It's going to be really hard to get this one hole high, I think. Still really pleased to have the birdie chance. Let's see if we can get this one close. Not many people practice their 52 footers. It stops 5 foot short. And we just missed a short uphill putt. Could have done with making that one. Nevertheless, we caught a bogey, which could have been worse after that poor tee shot. And on to a really unique par 4. One of the features of links golf courses is you have marker posts and blind fairways to hit to. And this is what we have on hole 8. Just aiming it and hoping for the best, and we end up hitting a perfect shot, just slightly to the left of the marker post, and hitting to this fairway. Yeah, look at this fairway, it's just all the humps and bumps, and we're just in prime position now, right in the middle of the fairway, but we can't see the green. Yeah, this is links golf for you. But we have a nice number in off an upslope. Just hitting with a 9 iron, happy to have that club in hand. We hit a good one to the right. When we got up to the green, we got the good news, got the green in regulation, and my birdie putt is a 20-footer, downhill right to left. And that was a downhill slider, had to protect against a 3-putt there really. And we tap in for the easy par, green regulation par, solid golf. Yeah, I've never parred that hole before, and with a green in regulation and a fairway, yeah, things are looking up. Just a shame about the start, wasn't it? Never mind, just got to keep, it shows you just got to keep grinding. Yeah, just forget about the triple on the first hole. And the rest of the game has been it's kind of a normal game, just some decent shots, some bad shots here and there, but yeah, just got to keep the ball in play and see what I can get at the end. There's the view of the next tee box we're playing off, and here's a lucky omen, I think. The sheepdog I think this guy must be here every single day, taking his dog for a walk. I saw him last year at the same part of the course. And yeah, here's the show-stopping hole now. It's the one that's on all the brochures. It's the one where if you go left, you're on the beach, basically. And yeah, not many courses you can say that. You know, it's a very scenic hole if I'm filming myself teeing it up. Going with the 22-degree hybrid on this shot. And there's a continuity error there. I filmed the teeing up as B-roll after I hit the initial shot. Hole 9 is a short par 4. It's all about the tee shot really. And we don't hit it very well, but we're in play. That's the main thing. So from the left rough, we're going the green with a 7-iron. And it was really good for distance, but we just missed the green slightly to the right. We missed all the bunkers though, which is great. And we have an inviting chip just 14 yards from the pin. We hit the pitching wedge bump and run, which went okay. Stops 5 foot away. And it's another tentative short putt. What is going on today with the short putting? Nevertheless, we card another bogey and move on. So the front 9 score was 45, 8 over, so just a disastrous start. Basically only started playing on the 5th hole. Yeah, overall 8 over is not too bad, so we have to shoot 6 over or better on the back 9 to reach the target score. So let's see what happens on the back 9 at North Wales Golf Club. Hole 10 runs along the beach, West Shore. It's named The Ruins. I'm sure it's ruined many a scorecard. Going with the driver off the tee, and we hit it down the left, but we're in play. Happy with that one. Go and get the green with the 7-iron again. 4 left! And this was an awful shot, just off to the left. I'd had to shout 4. I'm not too proud to shout 4. You have to shout it for safety. Yeah, it went over those people's heads, it did. And we're really out of position here. Just hitting the sand wedge. It wasn't pretty, but we made it work, and we somehow have a putt for par from 18 foot away. And it was a well-read putt, all things considered. This green is one of the trickier ones on this course. We card another bogey and move on. And things aren't getting any easier. Hole 11 is stroking the next 1 hole. If you go left, you end up in a load of gorse bushes, and if you go right, you end up in the ditch. We go right, but we just about avoid the ditch. But we're miles back from the green, and also this is playing into wind slightly. Just hitting the 7 wood, trying to get it up there somewhere, and it went right on line to the green. About just stopped short, but that's absolutely fine, that shot. 3rd shot from 31 yards to the pin, finds the putting surface. This looks like a fast one, downhill, but goes a little bit far. We have the 18-footer downhill for par. And I was just protecting against a 3-putt there. And we hold the 3-footer, that's better. We caught a bogey on the stroking next 1 hole, which is not too bad, all things considered. We'll take that all day long. And the 11th green is notable as it suffered storm damage a few years ago, and they actually lost the whole green. It was like half of it was washed away, so they had to replant it all. Yeah, and they've done a great job, the greenkeeping staff. The course is just playing great this day. Hole 12 is one of the more manageable par 4s on the course. The line I normally aim is up the left. We hit a really good one, and we end up in prime position with just a 9-iron into the green. And this iron shot was hit right on line, but it just drifted slightly in the wind and just rolled off to the fringe. But still a pretty good shot, that one. Putting from the fringe is a percentage play. This is 20 foot away. Stop short. And we hold the 4-footer, never in doubt. A solid par on that hole, good for the putting stats too. And here's the look back from the 13th tee box. There's the first green on the left and the 12th on the right. Hole 13 is an amazing par 3. It's normally the wind dictates your club choice. It was slightly into wind on this day, so I clubbed up, and look at the sand that came off then, off that shot. Hit the 26-degree hybrid off to the right. First ball, Strixon 4. It's gone right into the, I don't know. So I'm going to hit a provisional, Strixon 3. Yeah, it's always best to hit a provisional if you're unsure, especially on these type of courses. And the second one's off to the left, so 1 right and 1 left. And yeah, look at this. I think actually walking down that path, I think a short miss is better on this hole than a long miss. We got some bad news. The first one is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, it's 3 off the tee. The first one's lost in the rough on the right. This is a 48 footer from the fringe. Slightly downhill putt. And I think the tee shot, the third, it came off the bank on the left and rolled to the back. And this one went a bit far. We have an 8 footer for a double bogey. And the putt drops. Happy with that one. There's no pictures on the scorecard. All over the place on that hole. Yeah. Par with the second ball. Did it the hard way on that hole. And here's the view back to the hole. Yeah, it's just a lovely par 3, that one. Yeah, it's a bit annoying, the lost ball on the previous hole, but it's not all bad. There's a silver lining. I found a TaylorMade TP5X, one hit wonder in the rough. Couldn't find my Strixon softfield ball though, but yeah, got to look on the bright side. And strolling to the next tee box. Not all links golf courses are created equally. This is a proper sandy one. Hole 14 is a brilliant par 5 that plays back to the clubhouse. You don't want to top it on this one, that's for sure. And we hit our best tee shot of the day so far. We split the fairway with a great drive. Yeah, that was absolutely perfect. If I had 10 shots, I don't think I could hit it as good as that. And got a nice bit of rollout as well. Yeah, this part of the course is so sandy and linksy. It's just great fun to play in the sand dunes. The course is laid out really nice. Yeah, I always thoroughly enjoy it when I play them around here. The back nine's probably prefer the back nine slightly to the front nine, but yeah, all of it's really good, and it's in really good nick as well. They have to keep it in good nick for all societies that visit. Yeah, it's 269. I want to hit the 7 wood and get as far down as possible, but yeah, it might go off to the right or something, so just a smooth 26-degree hybrid. Second shots are where I used to make mistakes on par 5s. This was hit slightly thin but ended up absolutely fine. Yeah, we're looking at 88 with the GPS, 82 with the laser. Just a grip down sand wedge, it's downwind. Just land it in the front edge and hopefully it rolls on. Yeah, there's a bit of extra pressure on this one as I don't want to thin it into someone's pint on the terrace. And this wedge shot finds the putting surface, thankfully. Got our numbers right with that one. We have a 15 footer now for the birdie. A great chance. Let's see if we can make this one in front of the clubhouse. And the putt drops. Happy days. Just walked it in. I was so confident on that putt. I don't know why. And yeah, it was an amazing birdie. The birdie had to come sometime. This is the green that I holed out on from a bunker last year. So yeah, it must be a lucky hole for me, this one. Yeah, it's not often I get birdies, so I have to enjoy them when I make them, and yeah, I'm just ecstatic with that. And now on to the 15th, which is a tricky par 4. Right next to all the people on the terrace, the tee boxes. We hit the 22-degree hybrid, absolutely fine down the left. Leaving us on the fairway with a 7-iron in hand to hit the green. It's the day of the 7-irons today. It's slightly uphill and into wind, and we've got a club twirl. This was hit right on line. That is a brilliant swing. I caught the middle of that. It's gone right on line. Saw it bouncing a bit. I'm not sure how close it is, but yeah, really pleased with that. What is it with the back nine at North Wales Golf Club? I just love playing this back nine. Yeah, everyone has their favourite courses, and this one seems to be one of mine, or the one that's suited to their game. We ended up 20 foot away for a second birdie in a row. Uphill. Let's see if we can get this one close. And we'll have to wait for 2 birdies in a row on this channel. I've never made 2 birdies in a row before in my life. And we caught a nice par and move on. Yeah, happy with that one. Yeah, green regulation par, solid golf. In reality it was low all the way, that putt, but there's good pace on it. That's one of the main things. And yeah, I just love this back nine at North Wales Golf Club. It's so much fun to play. Yeah, I'm probably saying it's so much fun because I'm not hitting it in the deep rough or the gorse bushes and things. And on to the 2 par 3s in a row, famous because they crisscross each other. Hole 16, struck in next 18, hit into a punch bowl green. This was playing 1-3-3 to the pin, going with the 8-iron, and it ended up going miles long. Yeah, strolling up to the green. This is the smallest green on the course. Yeah, it's just tiny. Yeah, this is a punch bowl green, and the only thing I can think it bounced off, I've gone way over the back, it's bounced off this path. So we're in a tight spot now, 20 yards to the pin, hitting onto a downslope from a bad lie. And thumbs up, it goes okay all things considered, just getting it onto the green was the main thing there. And now we're at an 8-footer for the par save. There's me going through my routine. And what is going on? I've just put that 8-footer in like it's a 2-foot tap in. Yeah, and we've got so much momentum now, it's ridiculous. What is it with this back nine at North Wales Golf Club? I just holding everything exactly the same as last year. Yeah, it's just brilliant. I think it's maybe it's just the greens are really pure, or it suits my game. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, all the good memories from last year flooding back. I scored even on the back nine at on this course, my only time ever on a full course, and it's just brilliant. And it's twilight golf. I've got no one behind me pushing me along, no one in front of me. It's like millionaires golf. I've got it all to myself, I feel like. And now it's on to my favourite par 3, one of my top 3 that I've ever played. Hole 17 is a brilliant par 3. Everybody loves short par 3s, don't they? And this is a really short one. But it's playing slightly longer on the yardage, going with a 9-iron on this day. Just trying to hit a hard 9-iron instead of a normal 8-iron. And we missed the green short. It got held up by the wind and it hit the bank and rolled back down. I'm going to have a terrible second now. Should have hit the 8-iron. The wind's gusting. Nothing more you can do there. I hit the shot I wanted to, and I wasn't going for the pin, I was going to the left side of the green, and the wind just like really hit it. I thought it was going to be a hole in one at one point. But yeah, I mean, you've got to just play the shot as you see it, and then hope for the best. Yeah, strolling onto the green. We're where you don't want to be, and a few juniors, they came across from one of the adjacent holes, so there is someone behind me now. Yeah, it's 23 paces from a bad lie. Better to be long than short here on this one. Brought the 9-iron by accident. I'm gonna have to run back and get the sandwich. Yeah, this is not ideal. It's not what you want to do. I mean, you got to hit the safe shot. You have to going long is better than being short on this one. Yeah, I just had to run and get the sandwich. I can't hit this shot with a 9-iron. There's no way. I brought the 8 and the 9-iron down with me. The grip down sandwich, yeah. Thumbs up, makes it onto the green. Safe as house is that. Well, it's not coming back to my feet anyway, that's the main thing. And we have a long putt for par. It's a 28-footer. And this was a downhill putt, and it looked like I was putting to a false front, and now we have a 7-footer for the bogey. And golf's a funny old game. The ball stops in the jaws of the hole, and Motocaddy disappointing 3-putt double bogey on the 17th hole. And there's a quick look back. I think it's a sucker pin, that one. It's probably the championship pin position, that one. It's almost impossible. Oh, that's really annoying double, that one. I just put the tee shot in the worst place you can possible, just short of the green, and then you can't get it close. Well, you can, but it might come back to your feet. And then I got a bit tentative on that downhill putt. Never mind. Still enjoying the game. Still got a really good chance to be 14 over or better, I think. I think I'm 13 over. Hole 18 is a very mellow finishing hole. Plays from an elevated tee, and it's a short par 4, and we hit a brilliant drive. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. It went really high, that one. And we're left in the mayor's office, just crept into the right hand rough. Yeah, 74 with the GPS. It's 89.8 with this laser. These are really good for knowing the distances to back pins and things. Just about £70, 75 Sigman. The link's in the description below if you want one. It helps my game a lot. So I've got to hit a harder shot now. So it's around a 16-yard difference, so they are quite handy, these rangefinders, to have. And unfortunately this sand wedge was caught heavy, losing distance, and just rolled into this bunker. And yeah, what is going on now? Just a calamitous finish here. Thinned the bunker shot. Then the bump and run from 13 yards didn't go all that well. and we have a 12-footer now to save bogey. What's going on? Collapse on the last hole. There's nowhere near the hole. And it's a disaster. It's double bogey to finish, but 15 over is still fine. I gave it away on the last 2 holes, wow. So the final score is 86, 15 over on this par 71 course. So yeah, so close but so far. I mean, overall, I'm really happy with that. I've been in a slump with my golf form recently, and starting off with a triple and then two bogeys was not good, going 5 over. So overall, really happy. If you take away the first 2 holes and the last 2 holes, that's 8 shots gone. And yeah, so yeah, it wasn't a million miles away, and yeah, just a bit unfortunate on the last couple of shots, but overall really enjoyed the game, love the course. No pint today because I've got to be somewhere. I'll have to save it for next time, but overall, yeah, really enjoyed the day. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed playing and making it, definitely did on this one. And see you on the next one, signing off from North Wales Golf Club in Llandudno. Cheers everybody, have a pint next time.